If you like Dateline, cult exposés, conspiracy level intrigue, that's not very Christian of you. Oh my gosh. No, but seriously, when I came to the faith, there were a lot of changes that were eye-opening, and one of them was how unhealthy and spiritually damaging it can be to consume so much conspiracy slop. It's like brain rot wrapped in dark academia. Is that something that I can say? But I couldn't and can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. Like, think Tiger King, the Silicon Valley, that one 60 Minutes Australia show about like how crazy these surgeons are. Actually, you know what? No, I'm linking that one down below because it's low-key mind-boggling. But being saved doesn't mean you can't acknowledge or enjoy murder mysteries, conspiracies, and deep dives anymore. All it means is that you need to be careful with what you're consuming so that it isn't hurting your spiritual growth. That means don't consume things that instill fear, make you believe the way the world believes when we're not of this world, or be skeptical of every little thing beyond logic and reason. Easy.
Like it's hard?
We still need to guard our hearts at all costs, or else we won't be able to serve the Lord with all our heart, mind, and soul. Point blank, period. And also, challenge accepted. And one, because I finally found a nice pile of books that seriously scratch that Dateline itch to give your eyes a break from the screen and your soul some serious, much needed R&R. But like low-key, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also gonna recommend some videos because I don't know, like I just found so many videos that also scratched the itch that were a lot cleaner, and maybe you don't have a lot of time to like read or something like that, so I've still got you a little bit. They just match too perfectly. So this is gonna be like a dual recommendation video. It's gonna be so much fun and I hope you enjoy it. So sit down, get your favorite drink, and let's talk books. So for the first Dateline rec, think cults. Cults everywhere. Spiritual abuse, theology being treated as true crime. Like, you know what? Okay, no, I shouldn't sound so excited when saying that. Anyway, yeah, I shouldn't sound so excited when saying that. I'm so sorry. Mike Winger is really popular, but if you haven't heard of him, he is literally the sweetest pastor. He has a real desire to speak the truth, which is so good because when he does end up doing an expose, it is so thorough. Like, you don't even know. He doesn't want to like falsely accuse anyone, and he demands, like, these are his standards. His standards is that he demands there be proof for anything and everything he is exposing. Like, not proof as in like secondhand. He's talking firsthand events. Like, sometimes people don't even want to share their names until like years later. He is going in person to the primary source every time. So it takes him a really long time, but you know you're getting the truth and only the truth to like the highest standards because it's God's standard. And because of his passion of teaching, like specifically teaching people theology, like his website is literally the Bible Thinker. He really dives deep into explaining why something is or isn't okay according to scripture specifically. So his videos are literally up to like 5 hours long and kind of like that cultish podcast vibe if you like know about them, but more theology based, and I really like that. So the videos that I recommend you watch specifically from Mike Winger is the Bethel and the Bill Johnson expose. Not only are they super eye-opening, but they reference a few incidences of spiritual abuse that is documented in the book that I'm going to suggest called The Counterfeit Kingdom by Holly Pivec and R. Douglas Givett. I literally forgot. Can you guys see that? I literally forgot that I had these books beside me. I'm so sorry. I'm getting like so excited talking to you guys. Anyway, so here's the book. It's like, I think they actually have a second one. They have a second one now, but this is like the first one. Like you've seen it. So this book is a nonfiction and it doesn't just expose the dangers and false teachings of the New Apostolic Reformation, but they also go through popular examples of clear abuse of scripture and the abuse of spiritually and mentally vulnerable people. Like seriously, one of the most disturbing examples is the Olive story. So basically they tried to resurrect like a young little girl who had passed away by singing Olive, get out of your grave. Like, I don't know, you guys might not have like heard it, but I'm sure you've heard like the tune, and they did that for like I think 3 days. I'm not sure, but like it was messed up. It was messed up. We can all agree it was messed up. But this book goes over these kinds of disturbing events that are often just kind of like ignored or like passed over or excused. Also, like they go over specifically the gaslighting techniques that are often used to trap people into this movement. And I'm just gonna go like a little bit off script here, but I believe when I was watching like some of the interviews with Holly Pivec and R. Douglas Givett, they also spoke about how I think they were part of this movement at some point, and that's why they specifically like had the hearts to like dive deep into this. But like how it's written, it reads, I think because of their actual passion, it reads like a deep dive YouTube script. Like if you know, you know. If you like that kind of stuff, like you know what I'm saying. And the best part is that since it's a Christian book, you could just relax. You can just relax knowing that there is no profanity or anything like unclean in this book, and just like really get consumed into the book. I find that's like the hardest thing to do as a Christian reader. You're just like, you're not able to relax. So even if a book passes, the whole time you were reading, you were so tense because you're like afraid something's gonna happen that's just gonna be like against your principles, you know? So you can relax reading this book. It is just, it's such a juicy book. Like she's great. She's a juicy girl, you know? I don't like that I said that.
You must be so embarrassed.
Number 2 is all about full indulgence. So there's like this feeling I get when I watch a retro true crime like Unsolved Mysteries.
Tonight, all new stories.
I just always wish I could have that feeling while reading a book so that it lasts more than 90 minutes. Like I guess like 90 minutes, maybe an hour because there are no commercials anymore. But yeah, I just wish it lasted longer. And I finally found it. You're welcome. There's no gatekeeping here. I am telling you everything. This is a true crime that reads exactly like TV, and I am just I can't get enough of it. And that is The Deadly Pretender by Karen Kingsbury. So a little bit of a story time. I don't know what happened to these books. Like these books are so good. They are from the Karen Kingsbury, like Baxter Family Karen Kingsbury. I can't find them online. Like if I try to buy the actual physical books online, like individually, they're like 60 to like 200 bucks. I had to get this on like thrift shops. I'm in Canada too, so I had to pay like $14-15 shipping because I like did not want to read a digital copy of this book. So good luck if you want like a physical copy. I would suggest Amazon and thrift books, like getting the used versions. But I do know that there's like one copy and it has like all 4. So like there's more. I've just read this one, so I'm only recommending this one, but I do have the other ones on my TBR. So yeah, just letting you know that. But anyway, this is a true crime nonfiction by Karen Kingsbury, and it just has such an immersive way of writing the series of events that it felt like I was watching an old episode of Unsolved Mysteries on TV. Like I'm not even over exaggerating when I say that the first page I was hooked. I have no idea why. When I read this too, I was also kind of like Baxter Family'd out. Like I was feeling the fatigue, and that did not sway me from liking this book. So it's like legit. Like I'm not a Karen Kingsbury fanatic fan. You know what, come to think of it, like I actually think Unsolved Mysteries has full episodes on YouTube. If you actually do want to watch like some cleaner versions of true crime episodes again, like you should definitely check out Unsolved Mysteries on YouTube full episodes. Back to this, I also don't want to spoil anything for you because it's just like so good, and any spoiler is gonna ruin it. But trust me, like just trust me on this. Pick it up without looking anything up. Like don't look anything up about it. You will thank me. And the ending trial scene is so good. Please, if you have already read this book, please comment below about the trial scene at the end. Like the steps and like the countdown of like, please just go in the comments below and tell me, because no one else I know like IRL is actually, oh my gosh, I don't like this.
You must be so embarrassed.
In real life, I'm so sorry, has actually read this book or talked to me about it, and I really want somebody to talk to me about it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Please just talk to me about it in the comments below, because it is so good. I love how that scene was written. Like I can't. Like, I'm sorry for the geek out moment there, but anyway, even though like this isn't a Christian book, I think Karen Kingsbury like was a Christian at the time while writing this book. So there actually is like, there's not like a lot of bad stuff. Like there's only one curse word in this entire book, and it's at the very end. It's the B word, and the only reason why it's used is because this is a nonfiction. So it was like a direct quote from one of the victims in this book. That's it. Like, and like, don't worry, there's like literally nothing like, you know, sexually perverse, nothing explicit in this book other than that. So like, you're good. If you want to read a secular book and you're okay with like that one curse word at the end, like mentally prepared for it, literally pick this up. Pick it up, because it's, just thank me later. Just thank me later. Thank me later. I'm so sorry. I am so excited. I am so excited for you guys to read this book. Like I've been wanting to make a recommendation video for such a long time, and like I can't even contain myself right now. Hopefully with more videos coming out, I'll kind of like tone it down a little bit, but it's just like this list has so many, like the list alone, like has so many plot twists. Because what I wasn't expecting was to read a secular book that kind of slapped.
I am shooketh.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, disclaimers first. Let's do disclaimers first, okay? So this wholly depends on whether or not you are okay with like glazing over profanity. Personally, like honest, all of us, we would rather it not be there. What I do in my experience is I kind of like, it just pulls me out. Like, let me know in the comments below, but it kind of pulls me out of the experience when there's like just so much profanity in a book. But if there isn't too much, I can like sort of tolerate it. It honestly depends on the day. Sometimes one curse word is enough for me to throw out the whole book. I don't even care. But yeah, it depends on you. Usually what I'll do if there's not a lot, I just kind of like cross out those words. So the second time around reading it, like it's perfect. It's a perfect read. Honestly, like that's what I do. I don't know if anyone else does that, but like I like censoring my books sometimes. I know it sounds weird, but that's what I do. On like kind of like a more serious note, because I don't want anybody to like feel bad. If you aren't comfortable, like don't worry. I still have like another recommendation for you at the very end. So, you know, if profanity is like something that's like a serious like boundary for you, it's going to cause you to stumble, please do not worry about it. I will see you in the last recommendation. And I just like hope that you found at least one book from here that like, you know, tickles your fancy kind of thing. So see you in the next one. But for the girlies that are still interested, this was the perfect mix between soap opera and psychological thriller. Like, I didn't know I liked that combo, but that is going to be a bookish itch. I already know. I genuinely could not put this book down, and it was constantly getting me to make up like a bunch of conspiracy theories of what could possibly be going on. And like, just for some like backstory here, I don't do that. Like, one of my sisters, she will like go through mysteries and like movies, books, and be like, I already know who did it. Like, she's like an awful person to watch mysteries with because she just spoils everything. Me, I like playing dumb and like being surprised when it comes to mysteries. Like, I just go with the flow. This one, it was so fun. Like, there were so many things that I was just like, that doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. But how could he do this? But obviously it's that person. And like all of these like little things that I was just like, I remember like listening to this at work and I would just like stop in my tracks. Like I would just like be standing there like a zombie listening because I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Like that was it. Like I was just like, there's no way. So anyway, that's my story. I'm so sorry if I'm like going a little bit off track here, but I just want this to be like kind of like cozy and stuff. Anyway, so like back to you. If you like love triangles, betrayals, and like family drama and strong characters, I really think sorry, I wasn't like embarrassed putting this on my list. But like I watched like some videos about the author and how like the book community is just like not a fan of this person at all. So now I'm a little bit embarrassed. But I enjoyed The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I said what I said. Just get out of my face, leave me alone. I said what I said. I'm so sorry.
You must be so embarrassed!
I didn't know. Okay, so this is a good time to remind you to subscribe if you have made it this far into the video. I'm a Christian writer who like prioritizes faith content as much as bookish standards. Like I have a really big passion for that. So if you're interested in reviews that are also fun deep dives, book recs, and just, you know, cozy hangout vibes like this, more book reviews, because like that's one of my biggest pet peeves. We need more book reviews that are just unfiltered, sometimes a little bit taboo, but always, always, always to the glory of God. Subscribe so that we can literally be besties. We can be like this, crossing our fingers, because honestly, I just want to hear all of your thoughts. That's like my biggest thing. If you haven't noticed that already, this is like my pure motive to just find my people and just, you know, geek out over books and be a safe space for my brothers and sisters in Christ, specifically, primarily. If you're secular, you're still welcome here, but that's what this is going to be. So if you made it, like put a little emoji, like a heart emoji or something that you made it this far into the video. Back to the video. There's always going to be that one episode that is a little more serious. You know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's a little darker. You walk away with some kind of life lesson that you will never, ever, ever forget, or a worldly injustice that you will never be able to unsee. And that is exactly what this next book is. So there's like a 50-50 chance you will enjoy this book. Personally, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it, and like I kind of do have a little bit of a stamina for darker things when it comes specifically to history and like real world events. I can tolerate that. I still needed to take some breaks with this one. Like, it was a lot. And when I say a lot, like I do not want to underestimate, like it was very intense and it was very disturbing. And there is language in this book. Okay, I just have to emphasize that, and that is the least of our worries in this book. There is language, there is infidelity, child essay, and more. Like I can't list all of them. There is so much in this book, and I'm not joking when I say it is a lot. Like, it's a lot. But I did find that there was so much to break down and analyze. Like, even the church that comes in later in the account of events, like, I don't want to say story, because this literally happened. Like, this is a book that literally happened, and it's like very loyal to the source material of the trauma and injustice that happened to these children in these books, or in this, like, it's just one book. So this book was also such a unique experience as well. Like, I have to emphasize that as well, because if you're someone who like reads and like analyzes books as well as specifically as a writer, you want to be a writer, I found that it was such a unique experience because it's translated from Korean to English. And like, if you've read books that are translated from one language to another, it's just like the way they place words, it's like, it's just very unique and kind of like poetic. Like, you can just tell. So I really, really enjoyed that. Sorry, you really end up getting immersed into the culture, and you get to see the good and the bad of the traditions that are followed, like specifically in Korea, including like the cultural writing style, which I really, really loved. I think it was it was clearly very loyal to like the good and bad of the culture, because it was translated by like Korean people who know English. So there wasn't like any discrepancies, you know? Like, but this book is called Togani by Ji Young-gong. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but that's Ji Young-gong. Again, I'd read it with a lot of caution. I remember like being introduced to this book. I'm not recommending this video just because, like, you know, there's like a lot of profanity that I didn't think was necessary, and watching the video and then also reading the book is gonna be a lot. But it was introduced by Rotten Mango, and it was just a lot. But if you can like handle this book and not just, I think like the key thing here is like, don't treat it like entertainment. This one is like, it's a real eye-opener. Like, this is a book that is a genre that we all enjoy. We all enjoy true crime, and it's kind of written as like a fictionalized documentary, like where you get to see what's inside, like happening. What am I saying? It reads like you're in the head of the person, and clearly like that's fictionalized, but I really liked it. I liked the morally gray character. Well, I didn't like the morally gray character, but I liked that that was what it was. Like, no one was like the blameless savior in this book. This is just a situation that happened, and despite everything, every possible character and their gray lifelines and life choices, these kids still got their justice and their story told. And it's just, I really, really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Like, I enjoyed it, but I did need to take some breaks. So let me know how many breaks you took. And lastly, just to bring this back to like some Christian roots, I'm actually going to go down the rabbit hole of the Illuminati. Oh my gosh. Illuminati. Sorry. Okay, all jokes aside, I do love the 511 News Ministry channel. They talk a lot about the music industry and what's hiding in plain sight, and also the origin of like all of the music industry and Hollywood practices and motives. The game changer, though, is definitely the interviews. That's what I liked most about this book. Oh, sorry. Let me put that down. That's what I liked most about like all of these interviews. It's when the actors and the producers are openly admitting to the demonology that they are practicing, encouraging, and discouraging. Like, if I can find the clip, I will definitely put it in here, but it's about like the producer of the Avengers, and how he talks about how like, yeah, like he got all of his ideas and influence and like fame from like this demonology kind of like ritual thing. And he was like literally saying to people like, you can use it, it's very real, but you need to like mentally prepare yourself for all the negativity that you're going to face, or else you're going to be like one like all of my buddies and colleagues who like end up like, you know, themselves because all of the negativity, which is like, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just like, of course there's like so much negativity. Like, they're demons. Like, all they do is literally hate you. Like, they hate God so much that they hate his children, which is us. Like, I don't know. It was amazing. Like, if the clip is here, it's here. But if not, let's go on. I just like really enjoyed seeing how everything connects like with each other and how the enemy works, I guess. Like, that's what I'll say. And I don't know, I just find it's like, it's actually kind of insane how all of that works. And there's also like this cool series. I'm leaping from series to series here, but there's also this really cool series called Third Adam. And it focuses on the divine feminine from the beginning, the very beginning to right now, and how it hides in like plain sight, like even in our churches, which I found low-key kind of insane. Like, you know, like why would it be in, like why would the divine feminine be in our church, you know? So yeah, like if you like knowing things like that, like learning new ways that, you know, there is spiritual warfare and like actually seeing it in action, watch Third Adam. I think there are 4 movies now. They're movies. So like it's like a binge. It's like, you know, it's like Lord of the Rings kind of length at this point. It's insane. But like I was totally hooked when I was watching all of them. Like I remember like watching them while I was like cleaning and all of this stuff. Like there's just like there was so much. But the person who like made the Third Adam series, his name is Spencer Smith. And he is the person who actually wrote the last book that I'm going to recommend, which is called Calling Evil Good: The Lie of Christian Rock and Roll. Can you like see it or not? Like, can you see it? This. Okay, good. It's like, okay, first of all, it's a super tiny book. So if you want like a little book that's like, you know, a quick read, you want to get a quick read to like boost like that reader's ego a little bit or like accomplishment, read this. Cause it's like, it's not a waste of time. It's super good. It's super juicy. That's what I like about like the 511 News and specifically this book. It is such a juicy read. Like, I don't even know. I literally never use that word unless I'm describing a book and it makes me feel a little bit icky. Sorry. I could not put this down, and I just found it like such a rare thing to be reading something that is just, it's scratching that itch for like some kind of documentary like style thing. It kind of made me, you know what? It was the same sensation of when like, you know, like that, what was it called? It's the it's the mermaid documentary. You know, okay, so there's the mermaid documentary that like when it first came out, I was like so young. I was like 9 or something, maybe. Yeah, because I was allowed to watch TV by myself. Anyway, so it's like a documentary and it was on like, what's the cable channel called? Like it was like Discovery or something. I don't know. I don't have cable. Yeah, but it was like the documentary about how mermaids are real. Like it was like that. Like it was like a kind of like fever dream kind of thing. Like you could not put it down. I loved it so much. That is what this book did. Like it gave me that, except this is not false. So the mermaid one was false, but that's what this one is. It was so good. It was just like, I could not put it down. I don't like reading books more than once. Like I'll read them again after like, you know, 3-5 years or something. I read this book twice so far, like once every year. Not like to like just because it's entertaining. It's an entertaining read and it's an edifying read, and I think that is so rare. It's so rare. It wasn't like cheesy. That's another thing that like I cannot have in my list. It cannot be cheesy. So I really like that. But anyway, so like that's the end of my very specific book recommendations. I hope I can do this again. I really do hope that I can do this again. I'm so sorry for getting a little bit off track there because like, I don't know, this was just like so much fun and it was something different. I think it was a little bit different. Let me know if you like thought that as well. I don't know. But I hope that these books like not only teach you something and give you a break from just like, you know, that fast living and like the overwhelm that comes with that, but also just serves as inspiration for all of my Christian writers out there that really just want to push the boundaries of what you can write. But you know, what you can write while keeping God at the center of everything, because I do think there's a little bit, you know what, I'm not gonna get into that topic. We'll talk about that later. But just like for now, comment down below if you liked this video, if you watched any of these like videos that I mentioned, or read any of the books that are on this list. And if you have, please tell me what your thoughts were about it. I would love to know, like, love to just like connect with all of you guys. Are you someone who also kind of has like that Dateline itch, but you don't want to have to like, you don't know how to scratch it without also getting that like spiritual ick? Like that's like my biggest thing right now. I cannot deal with a spiritual ick. So like, just like let me know in the comments down below. And like tell me which book you are, whoa, sorry, tell me which book you're gonna pick up first, or like what book you're most excited about on this list. You guys are literally like just like everything. You guys are family. I really want to meet like my spiritual family. That is like such a huge thing that I think we are, you know, not prioritizing enough. So I want to do that by reaching out and like stepping out of my comfort zone by like talking to you guys on here. And I just like can't wait to hang out again. So I will see you in the next one, and God bless as always. Bye.